Hi guys, I'm Captain Randall Shaw, and today we're headed down to Boca Grande to fish with Austin of Reaper Rods to go fish for the Silver King, the Tarpon, the aka Poon. Tarpon are one of those elusive fish that are very hard to understand. As you can see, we hooked up on a ton of fish and had a great time. The timing was everything, just like it always is with these tarpon. You can go out there and see fish rolling everywhere and never get a bite. And then you can go out there and can't do anything wrong, catch them every single cast. And that's exactly what happened today. We started catching fish, but it took over 4 to 5 hours of these fish sitting in a hole and rolling and doing their thing before they decided to eat. And when they did, it didn't take them more than 30 minutes to be eating every single place of the pass and every single boat hooked up. But before that, in a 4-hour period, we might have saw only one fish hooked by over 70 boats. That's tarpon fishing. That's the drug. That's what addicts people to these tarpon. The chase, the understanding, and what they do. These fish are amazing. They pull drag, they put on a show. But if there's one thing I hope you get from this video is one more way to attack a tarpon. One more trick, tip in your arsenal to help you catch more tarpon. With the hard falling tide, we decided to go load the boat with pass crabs. Captain Austin had a trip the next morning at 5 a.m. and why not get a bunch of extra pass crabs while we had a huge falling tide due to the full moon?
I'm not moving. Yeah, you good.
Tighten the drag. We need to get this fish out of here. Tighten it, tighten it, tighten it, tighten it.
Lock it down.
Tight. If he's pulling that much line, you got to get him out of the school. Pull.
Fucking Christ. There you go, stop.
Work that fish. Get him out of here.
Oh, yeah, you're gonna put work to me on this one.
For real.
Yeah, you go lock, drag down, hold the bail.
Get that right hand higher. Coming at ya.
Think that was that fish?
Yeah.
No.
I told you got to get him out of the school.
Well, locking that drag down definitely put an ass whooping on me, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, you can back it off a hair if you want now.
That shit's freaking locked.
We gotta pull the fish away from the boats. We can't let him pull them up. Pull them up. Get that fish, buddy. What do you think?
Well, yeah.
You got what you wanted, buddy.
I kind of wanted you to hook the first one, but
No.
you know,
I could flip one off the back and hook a double right now.
I'm sure you could.
So if that fish comes up and rolls, pull him over. You either gain 5 minutes or lose 5 minutes. Okay?
What's it called? What do you mean pull him over?
When he comes up to roll, pull him away. So
Pull
if he
him down?
pull him away from wherever he's going. He's coming up to gulp air. That's how
Right,
you
I
break
know,
their
yeah.
will.
Okay. Yeah, I know he's gonna pump that oxygen through his blood. Rejuvenate that body. Oh, what do you got me on, a medium rod?
20 to 40, brother. Good thing you didn't hook them on yours. They're lighter.
I know.
When they don't jump much,
They're freaking brutal. And you lock the drag down and start holding the spool.
this ain't even that big a fish. About 110, 120 pounds.
I still ain't believing that was that fish on the other side of people's boat.
I'm telling you, he
I mean, he ran a lot. I give him that.
pull, pull.
Freaking wheel break. Take somebody on a tarpon charter and lock the drag down and give them the ride. It'll be a one and done trip. I mean, it's literally just turn the drag all the way down, tight as you can. I'm like, right, really? You want me to turn it down that much? Oh, here he comes, coming up.
Coming up, bow. Oh, no, you didn't break his will. Watch him dump line. Watch this. I'm serious. Watch.
I wanted him to jump.
No, he's gonna dump
Oh,
line.
I know he is. I know. I believe it.
Oh, baby.
There he goes. He's getting it. He's got it on right there.
Better catch this one so we can get another one.
I know, right? Comes underneath the boat.
I'm in reverse. Follow him around the front. No, he's not.
It's straight tug of war. Yeah, I got the lead already. Oh, he is a small fish. Get a handle on that bad boy. Come on now, I manhandled him. You better manhandle him too. Manhandle that bad boy. That's what I'm talking about. I wouldn't say the biggest one, lengthwise, but girth-wise, biggest one I've seen, or I've landed. Reviving them up. See you, buddy. Lock that drag down. That was pretty cool. It scared them dudes, huh? The fish literally jumped 3 feet from their boat. But I didn't get that one on film. On the clock, y'all, on the clock. On the clock. 6 minutes. Boat side. Hot.
Go around it.
Yeah, I got you. I got you. I got you. Dude, that sun's going down. It's so cool. I gotta.
Try to get your stern on this.
I enjoy this part. That freaking rod doubles over, huh? We need like a heavy.
Gotta get all that back.
Oh god. It's funny shit. It's amazing the amount of power they have. It really is. People have no idea when they like see it on TV. You got to do this stuff in person to really know what it is. There's a reason why there's 70 boats out here today, guys. It's an insane experience. You really got to pee now, huh?
I really do. So bad.
Sure. You push it on your bladder. Shit with a rod. Which way you want me to go? Yeah, almost in that guy's boat. Literally 3 feet. All them dudes were on the other side of the boat fishing, and then a fish came up and jumped, and them dudes jumped out of their seat. Old wise man once told me the lower you get the butt and the higher you get the rod, the more it works. But I ain't gonna tell a rod maker how to hold a rod.
I locked the drag so tight.
So did I. It makes it so hard to get that tip up, huh?
This drag is 6 feet deep.
I told you it hurt bad earlier last time. That hurt. That fish hurt me, dude. That fish was getting it. This fish better not be smaller than mine. If it's smaller than mine, and it took this long. Oh, I got a red eye on him. They get red at night? That thing is a baby!
Oh my god, I know it.
Alright, so we 2 for 2. 2 for 2. Beautiful Boca Grande Tarpon. We got leader. We 2 for 2. Locked down, beautiful tarpon. That's perfect. You had enough, huh? I would too. Maybe he'll give us one more show. So this is what a sunset's like in Boca Grande, huh?
Yeah, brother.
All right, come on. We're going on like 20 minutes now. If this fish is smaller than mine, we'd... Oh, there he goes. Airborne.
You get it?
I think so. All right, we got one jump. Let's get one more jump out of him. Here he comes up. Oh, whoa.
One more coming at you. Hold on.
Hold on, he says.
Right here.
That's a mean fish now. I'll give it to him. It's a good fish. It's worth the pain I'm seeing. So as you could see in that video, it was getting a little dark. We're at the next morning now, getting ready to head out and do some fishing here in a minute. And I want to explain to you why those fish were biting so good late in the evening. So we were on a full moon. That was the day before a full moon. When you get the day before, the day of, and the day after are going to be your 3 most productive days around that full moon. Gives you a big tide. And what had ended up happening was those fish started feeding 2 hours before the sun went down. Okay? They were doing the same thing in the morning as we heard from the other guides. From 5 a.m. to 8 a.m. they had hooked, 5, 6 fish, landed 2, 3 of them. Okay? And during the day, they were literally sitting in 60 feet of water, 20, 30,000 fish you could see on the machine, sitting on the bottom, pinned down. You could run all the lures you want over the top of them, do anything. And I truly believe they're in there sleeping. Okay? Those fish are in there laid up, resting, and getting their rest during the daytime because they're feeding during the full moon. So what I recommend is going out early morning, late evening, but then those fish also, when they came out the hole, a couple people cooked them. But what they ended up doing was moving up. And when I mean move up, they move up into the pass more from that 60 feet of water to that 20 feet of water. They call it the hill over there. And once they got up there, those fish are up there for one reason and one reason only, and that is to feed. They are in 20 feet of water to catch every one of those pass crabs on that hard falling tide, and it showed because we hooked up every single time we dropped back, could have doubled up, and every boat around us had a fish on every time we came in there. So they probably continued to feed all through the night and into the morning hours, but we got out of there because Captain Austin had to be back at 5 a.m. And want to thank him. Reaper rods, man, they are the best rods I have ever fished with in my life, quality-wise, component-wise, and even Austin. Dealing with Austin is just a first-class experience. A lot of the guides run them, so if you're a recreational angler and all the guides are doing it, it's probably a good idea to do it. So reach out to those guys. I'll put the link down below to get to Reaper Rods. Big shout out to him for taking his time and coming out there with me and showing me more of his home waters of Boca Grande. So I'm going to go over the gear with y'all right now and show y'all kind of what we used. All right, guys, I'm going to quickly go over the gear we used to catch these tarpon and give you a quick overview of what we used. Pretty simple setup. So first of all, we use the Reaper rods. Okay, we use 7'6" and 8-foot medium heavies. Okay, a phenomenal rod. You will not find a better rod on the market. Okay, 2 different ways we catch them. If we were in the 60 feet of water and stuff and we were fishing them on the bottom, okay, where they're sitting down on the bottom, we're going to use a 2-ounce weight. Okay, this is a 40-pound braid line with a 2-ounce inline weight with a 60-pound fluorocarbon leader with a 7/0, and that leader is going to be, I can't show you on film because it's a little long. That leader is about 3 to 4 feet long, okay? and then we're going to use a 7/0 trocar hook, okay? That is how we are going to attack them when they're in deeper water. Now, if we're fishing shallower water, we are going to literally throw a 40 to 60 pound braid line, okay, with a 4 or 5 foot leader of 60 pound fluorocarbon, and then we're going to tie a trocar number 7/0 hook, okay, straight to the end of that. And we are literally going to throw it out the depth of the water, okay, and then kind of dry back on top of it and let it float down. Now, if we need it to get down to the bottom, we'll throw a, you know, half, 3/4 ounce clip-on weight, just one of those clip-on, basically like a split shot weight above the bait, okay? And what we're using for bait, as you saw in the video, is going to be pass crab, which is anytime you get a falling tide real hard, you can sit there and scoop them up as much as you need to, or you can go to these bait boats and buy them if you don't have that going on at the point. But it's a pretty easy setup, pretty effective. It's more about learning your boat and how to get your boat to drift properly, okay, to where you're drifting with the bait at the same speed, to where when it comes past them in the current line, it's not going faster, it's not going slower, it's not jumping up, it's not being pulled on, it's floating right in front of them, and they'll pick it up, and you'll be hooked up in no time. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe to our channel. Plan on bringing you some more tarpon stuff before the season's out, and look forward to bringing y'all a lot more how-to videos coming soon to landofishing.com and our YouTube channel.